Welcome back, friends. Here we'll talk about simple example of relational algebra. Now this is what our ER diagram. You can just see the ER diagram. Okay, so student, two attributes are there: roll number, name, subject ID, and faculty. And there's a relationship in between student and subject. Relationship name is what? Enrolled in, and it is the m is to n relationship. Is cardinality constant is what? M is to n. So student, so two attributes are there: roll number, name. Say three students are there: 1, 2, 3, Raju, Anil, and Kareem. Subject, four subjects are there. Say S1, S2, S3, S4, and the subject ID and faculty are there. So faculty F1, F2, F3, and F1, and enrolled in. So it is a relationship table. Here two attributes are there: roll number and subject ID. So the roll number 111, subject ID S1, S2, S3. Okay, so this is what our table. So just see one by one each and every query. So first query is what? List the name of the students enrolled in subject S2. Okay, so name of the student, name. We need the name of the student who enrolled in subject S2. So S2 means what? This is nothing but our S2, and this is nothing but our S2. So first of all, we have to get the names. Here we have the relationship between roll number and the subject ID. So S2 subject. So from this particular table we can get the roll number, but we need the name of the students. So we have to merge these two tables. So first of all, we have to merge these two tables. So we have to write student join enrolled in. So first of all, we have to apply the natural join. From this particular join, so we need only the subject S2. So that means here we need the subject ID. Subject ID should be what? It is S2. Subject ID is the S2, but we need to print only the name of the student. So here we have to write by name. Next query is what? Which subject Raju is enrolled? Now we need to know the Raju's enrolled subject name. So how to know which are the subjects ID? So we have to, so here roll number name is there, but here in enrolled roll number and subject ID is there. So you have to, once again, you have to merge these two tables to know the subject ID of the Raju. Okay, so here we have to merge these two tables, subject and the student and the enrolled ID. So first of all, you have to apply the natural join in between subject, student, and the enrolled in. Okay, where, so first of all we have to apply join in between student and enrolled in, but here we need only the condition is what? Name is the Raju. So here condition is what? Name is equal to Raju, but we need only the subject ID. So here you have to write the subject ID. Next relational algebra is what? List the faculty name who teaches subject S1. Okay, so who teaches subject S1? So here subject table is there. So S1. So from this particular table we can get the faculty name. So that definitely the output will be what? F1. So here we have to write. So we need the subject table. So here we can write like this way. We need the subject ID. Subject ID is what? It is S1 from the table subject. Okay, so this particular query, relational algebra, identify this particular row, but we need only the faculty name. So here we have to write projection faculty from this particular relation. Next one is list the faculty name who teaches subject S1 or S2. Okay, so here we mention only the single subject ID, but if it is like or, then what is a very simple. So we can write the condition is what? Subject ID is equal to S1 or subject ID is equal to S2 from the table subject. So the output will be what? These two rows S1 F1 S2 F2, but we need only the faculty name. So in that case we have to apply the projection where we mention we need only the faculty name. Next is list the students name who enroll in subject S1 or S2. So here we have seen the relationship between the roll number and subject ID, but we need the student name. That means what? We have to apply join in between student and enroll ID. So we have to apply join in between student, it is natural join, and enroll ID. Okay, but the condition is what? Condition is subject ID. Condition is what? Selection operation. Subject ID is equal to S1 or subject ID is equal to S2. So if it is a varchar, then it will be it should be the single quote. But we need only the name of the student. So here I have to apply the name. Okay. Next is what? Display the name of all the students. Now you can see student, but we need only the name of the student. So that means what? If we access the student table, so easily we can get the result. So we need only the name of the student. So here is very simple. So here we can write we need only the name from the table student. Okay, so from the table student, so you can write pi name from the table student. Okay, next query is what? Display the codes of all the subjects. Okay, so how to get codes? So you have to access the subject. From here we can identify the subject code. So it's very simple. So you have to access only the subject table. So here we have to write we need only the subject ID. Okay, subject ID from the table subject. Next query is what? List the name of students taking a subject taught by faculty F2. Okay, so faculty name F2, it is there. Okay, but we need the name of the students. That means faculty F2 who taught the subject S2. Now from this particular table we have to identify the student roll number who has opted the subject S2. So here we have to merge the S2 subjects are there, and from this we can get the roll number, and from this roll number we can get the name of the students. Okay, so we have to merge these three tables. So what we can do? So list the name of faculty taking the subject taught by faculty F2. Now we can merge these two tables. Okay, so first of all identify the subject name. So okay, so in this case first of all identify the subject name, subject I taught by the faculty F2. So if you write this one, we can identify the subject ID taught by the faculty F2, and we have to merge this concept join with the enrolled. Here we can get the roll number also, but we need the name of the student. So we have to merge the student table also, you have to join the student table also, and from here we need only the name of the student. Next is list the name of student taking a subject not taught by faculty F2. So if it is not taught by faculty F2, it's a very simple. That means what? It should not be S2. So except S2, identify the student name of the who have opted the subject S1, S3 and S4. So it's very simple. We can write like this way. So faculty not taught by F2 from the subject. So this particular query will return that what? S1, S3 and S4, and we have to merge with the enroll ID to know the roll numbers. We have to join the enroll ID, and to know the roll number we have to join the student or name. We have to know the name, we have to join the student also, and from this we need only the name. It is the student names who have enrolled at least 2 different subjects. So to implement this one, we have to use the self join. Okay. So from here we can now just see this particular query. So let A is a enrolled ID, enroll in. Similarly, B is also enrolled in. Okay. So self join. So we have to write first of all A join B, and after that roll number should match. Okay. A dot roll number is equal to B dot roll number, and A dot subject ID not equal to B dot subject ID. But we need only the name. Now the next query is, say, list the faculty name who teaches at least 2 different subjects. List the faculty name who teaches at least 2 different subjects. So you can see from this particular subject table, we can identify, we have seen that faculty F1 who teaches 2 different subjects S1 and S4. So that means what? Here we have to apply self join of subject table. Okay. So what we can, how it is possible? So A, let it is a subject, and B is also subject. And if you mention A join B, then we can get this particular table. So the total number of rows present here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you apply join subject, so the resultant table should be the 16. The total number of rows should be the 16. So where this is, say, assume it is A and this is B. Now here the condition is what? Here we put the condition where the faculty name should be the same. Faculty name should be the same. That means F1, this F1, okay. Faculty name should be the same, F1. Next here faculty name F2, okay, F3, and here F1. Faculty name should be the same. That means query should be what? Query A dot faculty is equal to B dot faculty. Okay, faculty name should be the same, but at least 2 different subjects. That means what? Another condition is what? But subject name should be not be the same. Subject name should be the different. That means what? A dot subject ID not equal to B dot subject ID. Okay, from A join B. So okay, so the query is what? A faculty is equal to B faculty. So faculty name should be the same. F1, F1, F2, F3, F1, F1. But subject number, subject code should not be the same. So we can see here subject code is different is what? So here S1 is same, S1 and S1, this one is different. Okay, and next S2 S2, next S3 S3, here S4 S4, it is same. So that means what we can see, but we need only the faculty name where the different subjects are there, S1 and S4. So here we need only the faculty name. Okay, so here list the names of the student in both S1 and S2. We need the name of the faculty student. So we need name where the condition is what, where subject ID is equal to S1. Okay, you can see, and subject ID is what, it is S2, where so we have to merge student and enrolled in. So student natural join enrolled in. Okay, that is the most particular video. Thank you very much. In the next video we'll see another set of examples.